Good morning everyone, Nick from Meat Smoke Fire back after 2 weeks off skiing. It was fabulous. Had a lovely time in Zermatt with the Snowcats, the group I go with. Really good fun. So quite a lot of other things have happened since as well, so we'll come into some of those. So I need to tell you about Big Green Egg, I need to tell you about High Grange, so remind me about that. So spurred on by eating fabulous pizza as we skied over from Zermatt into Cervinia, we thought we'd do a pizza day. I think we've done pizza before, but we've not spent a lot of time talking about it and doing it and trying it different ways. So we are going to do 3 different doughs, and I'll tell you about them. I've already made them because they've got a rise, obviously, but I'll tell you how we've done them. So we've got 3 different doughs. We've got lots of different toppings. We're going to make a white pizza, a red pizza, a normal pizza, a garlic bread. We're going to use the Big Green Egg. We're going to use the DeliVita. It's going to be fab. Fingers crossed. 1 egg we haven't even lit yet because I want to show you how you've got to get your egg ready. Right, let's steal the camera. So on camera today,
morning.
Andrea. It's lovely t-shirt weather. I mean, yeah, it's going to get cold. First class next Friday. 8 degrees it's forecast, so Andrea won't be here, and she definitely won't be.
I work Fridays.
Yeah, she definitely won't be wearing a t-shirt.
No.
Anyway, so we've got Andrea. We've got the fire on. I don't know why I put it on, because I just said I would. So, and it's lovely and warm over here. Anyway, the RB73 on the website. Special guest.
Hello.
Sol, fresh from the British National Gymnastics Championships. Sol is incredible. Anyway, follow him at Sol Scott Athlete. Helena will type it up. Follow him on Insta. Watch what he does. He's my nephew, by the way. You've had Lexi on here. You've not had Sol before, so we've got Sol on. And he's going to make pizza. As soon as he heard it was pizza, he's like, I'm coming. He should be at the gym today, but like me, he's had a cold all week, so he's not at the gym today. Anyway, Helena doing the typing. And Mama on the pop already.
Morning.
Disgusting. Anyway. Oh, Sol's just gone to get his glass. Right, Andy?
Yeah.
I'll pass you back.
Yeah.
First of all, we need to get this egg going. So probably the one, I probably picked the wrong one because it's going to be smoky near them, but tough. So come and have a look, Andy. We have a very clean egg. If you're doing pizza, you need your egg to get hot. And to get it hot, you need it to be clean. So I've got the stainless steel fire basket in here. Ignore that. But if you look into the bottom, clean as you like. Okay? All cleaned out. Take out your fire ring. Take out your fire bowl. Clean behind it. Lift them out. Clean the whole lot. Make sure the air can flow through it. Otherwise, you're not going to get to temperature.
Not seen it like that for a while.
Yeah. Anyway, pizza is all about airflow. The other thing I'm going to do is use brand new charcoal. So, sorry, Andy. So, if you look, relatively big chunks, Big Green Egg charcoal. I'm only going to use 1 fire starter, so we're going to
I've got a question.
pop that in the middle, light it. Go on.
Branko says, what's that graty thing below the basket?
So if you break, so the graty thing, let me just put a bit of charcoal over the top. So let Andy have a quick look at that.
Yeah.
So I'm just going to put a little bit of charcoal over the top to get it going. We're going to open the bottom vent fully, which we've done. So the graty bit below is the grate of a mini egg. Now, Big Green Egg have found out that sometimes the stainless steel fire bowls are breaking the ceramic fire bowl because they're sitting in it, and as they expand, they're cracking it. I broke 2 on this egg in 1 weekend, and they said, so they sent me the Minimax stainless steel grid to sit underneath the fire bowl, and I've not broken one since. So if you're forever breaking the fire bowls, when you break, if that happens to you, say to Big Green Egg, look, I'm using the stainless steel fire bowl, can you send me the grate? And it just lifts it a bit and it doesn't break anymore. So it'll save them money and it works a treat. We're going to leave that 10 minutes. Now, if I wanted to get it going really quickly, I could put more fire starters in there, but I think we'll be all right with that. So we're going to leave it 10 minutes. So, hey Siri, set a timer for 10 minutes.
10 minutes, counting down.
Oh, it's over there. Anyway, perfect. Right, need to wash my hands a little bit, and then I'm gonna talk to you about what else we're gonna do. So, are there any other questions, Helena?
Not so far.
Okay. No questions so far. Right.
I was just about to ask everyone what they are firing up.
They won't be able to hear you, so you need to talk up.
I was going to ask everyone what they were firing up their barbecue to cook this week.
Okay, so what are people cooking? Let's go back to an old one. We haven't done this in a while. Who's got a stonking hangover?
Oh yeah, we spoke about this.
Yeah.
Before you went on
We
holiday.
used to ask that every time, and it was quite funny because it was always Sarah. Has Mummy got a stonking hangover
No,
today?
Mummy said, where's Salsa?
Mummy. AKA Mama Hazel.
Yeah. Anyway.
You're a set John Pritchard cereal off as well.
Oh, did I? Good. You've all got the time, so you can
They'll be
remind
going
me.
off all over the country now.
Yeah. Right. So let's talk about what we're going to cook. I'm going to get some other stuff on. So over here, Andy. So when you make pizza, they are cooking for such a short time that trying to cook big bits of topping is really difficult in such a short time. You're likely to burn the base. So what I'm going to do is I've just made a few little kebabs. I'm just going to get a spoon, Andy. They're just veg, and I think veg and pesto go really well. So I'm going to put a bit of pesto in here, and then we. Whoop,
Oi.
hello. Need to wash my hands. One for the chef. But I think grilled veg with a bit of pesto on sounds like it might be nice. So we thought we'd give it a try. So we're just going to lightly put some pesto on, just a few herbs. Not too much. And then we're going to use the tandoor rings. This is sitting about 250, so this isn't going to take too long. Pop them in the tandoor ring. So just hanging down inside there. You don't have to just use the tandoor ring for curries. You could use it for anything. So
I quite like the idea of pesto on that.
yeah, I think it's going to taste
Good
lush.
shout.
So a little bit of pesto. All I've got on here is onions, some mushrooms, and some peppers. See if they all stay on or whether they jump off. Not tried this before, so you know, we're all learning. Oh, that mushroom's fallen off. Just split it. Right. So I reckon they're going to take 5 or 10 minutes. So we'll come back and look in a bit. Right, so some veg going on, ready. So let's talk about doughs now. Any questions, Helena? Okay. Right. So, if you go on the forums about pizzas, it can get really nerdy. It's a bit like Big Green Egg, I guess. When we've made pizzas before, we just make our standard bread dough, we roll it out and we make a pizza. We don't even bother second proving it. However, all the nerdy pizza people seem to like to do a 24-hour or 48-hour prove, ball all their doughs, do all of that. They buy posh flour and so on. So I thought I'd give it a go.
You've turned into a nerd again, haven't
I've
you?
gone into a nerd.
Yeah.
So, first thing you'll notice, really nerdy, we've got pizza dough proving boxes. So in here, Andy, some dough. And
Wow,
you'll see
look
there
at
are
that.
different ones here. So Sol's coming for a look. So in here, the top box is my standard pizza dough. So these two are normal pizzas. These three is my normal dough. However, because I've proved it for a lot longer, we'll see if it works, those have a lot less yeast in them. So you want the yeast to act a lot more slowly. So these have been proving for 24 hours. So they've got about 0.5 gram of yeast in there as opposed to 7 grams of yeast in there. So a lot less. And they proved a lot slower. The ones below, there are 2 biggies, are normal ones, and these ones are quite flat. So it's going to be interesting to see. Same recipe, but using a posh flour all the way from Naples, the home of pizza. Oops, coming out the sides. Some Caputo, you can buy it on Amazon. I'll link it in the recipe. But everybody swears by this. It's type 00 flour. So that means it is milled a lot more, so it's really fine. And yeah, so we've tried that. So I made some during the week with this. It's nice. But it'd be interesting to see what burns, what doesn't burn, what the results are like. Right, this egg I'm going to turn up. So at the moment, it's down. What we want to do is get this egg up to about 350 degrees C. Any hotter than that, you don't need it. 300's good. If you get it any hotter, it will just be too hot. Let's come and have a look at the DeliVita. Now my logs are burnt out in there, but I've got a temperature gun here, and that is showing it's 400 degrees C in there at the moment, at the back, and 280 at the front. So I'll put another log in, another couple in, and then we'll start making some pizzas. We don't need two, probably only need one. So those should just give it a blow. They'll get going in a second. So just looking at different ways of doing it. Let's go and have a look how our eggs go. It's not 10 minutes yet. But you can see the middle's going quite nicely. The fire lighter's burnt away. Charcoal's going, not too smoky, good airflow through it. Should get going relatively quickly. Right. Sorry, nose blow time. Who have we got on, Helen?
So, Paul Dormer,
I don't know that.
Rosie Rocket Pants.
Oh, love that name.
Yes, Franco,
Morning, Franco. Morning, Rosie. Morning, Paul.
Deborah, Sarah, Dave McEwen, Nikki Cash, Harold Stirk, Lucy. Lucy's on today.
Lucy McCall. I always say it wrong.
Yeah, and she's cooking wings and padrons, followed by lamb burgers, halloumi, and vegetable kebabs.
Awesome.
Ooh, nice.
Lucy's a great cook.
Alex, Ben, David Steele, Sue Stoneman.
Morning,
John.
David. Hopefully your motor should be with you, if it's not already today, Monday.
John.
It's in the post.
John Pritchard, Spencer, Maria, Ben Hudson, Jeanette Harvey.
Morning, Jeanette.
Martin Willis, Stu Simpson.
Obviously, we don't talk to the red crowd. Jeanette is a red person.
Phil Nurse.
Morning, Phil.
Karen.
How was the golf yesterday, Phil? You've got to answer that now. What did you shoot?
Jeanette's going to take back her compliment now.
No.
Of your lawn. She said the lawn was looking nice.
Thank you, Jeanette.
And Angela Craig.
Apart from the fence is still missing down there, and my gardener's not been, so we've got a cooking class on Friday, so Sol is going to learn how to do mortar this afternoon. We're going to rebuild it.
UK barbecues on.
Morning, Marcus.
Plastered all over. Chris Leonard.
He might know something about mortar.
Laura Grillin.
Awesome.
Jason. Jane Bleakley. I
Wow.
love this name. The Greedy Chap.
Nice. Have we had the greedy chap
I
on
don't
before?
think so.
Tell us who you are, the greedy chap. We like that.
Vicky Mumford. Bernie. Yeah. So
I've
Busy,
seen
busy.
Paul White and Carlos are on.
Oh, morning,
I've just
Carl.
missed that.
Paul.
Yeah,
Okay.
they joined as you were scrolling. That's why
Okay.
I mentioned them.
Morning, Carlos and Paul. Carlos, I played golf with this week.
Bonk and Co.
Oh, morning, Bonker Co. Now, who is it from Bonker Co? Because could it be Mummy Bonk and Co, Alex Bonk and Co, Rebecca Bonk and Co? I'm going to say it's Rebecca now. I met her this week at Big Green Egg. So while we're waiting for things to heat up,
Oh, you.
yeah,
That's-
smoking a bit.
yeah.
Let me just blow it and it will light then. There we go. Flames. That will get rid of the smoke. So this week was dealer training at Big Green Egg, which is kind of funny really because I used to run it, so it was nice going back. They've really improved the site of Big Green Egg, so it's really nice to see it. Good cooking area. We had a great time. So some new products coming, not a huge amount this year. There is a new burger press, looked good. Got to feel that.
Rebecca. It's
Rebecca. I was right. Is that what I said? Thank God for that. I'm useless with names, Rebecca. So tried a burger press. Well, we got to see the burger press. Looks good. There are some new pans coming.
10-minute timer should be done.
Oh, okay. 10-minute timer. Perfect. So let's have a look in there, Andy. Well, we'll just carry on. Doesn't matter if it goes a little bit more. It's burning. We're cool. So some new pans coming. So we got to touch and feel those. They'll be launched a bit later. So look out for those. Haven't cooked on them, so I don't know what they're like. But like the look of them. What else was new? Not an awful lot. So another product coming next year we were told about. Can't say anything about that, unfortunately. But yeah, interesting. So no, but going back, got to meet a lot of the dealers, was good fun. We had a lovely day down in Hampshire, so the weather was glorious, really nice. So the guys from Morley Stove were there who sell the RB73. Obviously the Bonk & Co guys were there. Luke from High Grange, Devon was there. Now Luke runs a cookery school. I went down there with Julie, who does all of my private classes, went down there the week before I went skiing, had a fabulous lunch down there. Totally different cookery class to what our style. His is more about cooking over open fire, so it's not just the big green egg, it's fire pits, it's all sorts. But he cooked a lunch for us. It was fabulous. We're going to nick one of his recipes. But go and see Luke. If you're ever down in Devon, High Grange, Devon, look him up. Awesome. So there you go. Right, egg, nice and warm. I've showed you this before. I like to, sorry Andy, it's going to just create a hole in the middle. The purpose of that is it will let more air flow through the middle and it will get hotter faster. So do that. We're going to do our usual thing, close the dome, open the top. Bottom is still wide open. Maximum air. Temperature's going up nicely, 100, 150 degrees. And then we're going to put all of that stuff in. So let's talk about setting up your egg to cook pizzas. So if you go on to any of the American forums, I'm going to do this. Let's just take these apart for a second. A lot of the American forums will... Sorry, I've got mine in the expander basket. A lot of the American forums will tell you to take your plate setter, your convector, and turn it upside down and put it in your egg. And then they'll tell you to put the baking stone directly on top of that, because they think they get much better airflow up the sides with the plate setter up the other way. You don't need to do it, and we're going to prove that. That's why I've just lit this. Don't need to do it. They do it because they don't clean their eggs. If you don't clean your egg, it's not going to get the airflow. So,
Sal's got a question.
Yeah, go on, Sol.
What temperature do you run your egg at when cooking pizza?
So 300, 350 degrees. Go any hotter, you're going to struggle. It's going to get dangerous. So we're going for about 300, 350 degrees. So going back to this, you don't need to run your plate setter up that way. The downside also of running it that way is you then don't have a gap between these two. And what happens is your baking stone gets hotter and hotter and hotter, and you'll start burning the bottom of your pizzas before you cook the top of them. So what they then decide to do is they want a gap to space it. So they take their stainless steel grid, they put it in like that on the top, and then they put the piece of stone on top. And you've got a gap like that. It's not going to really help you that much. The best way, in my opinion, to do it, sorry, I've got stuff everywhere at the moment. Let's just create this. Can you see my egg is at 250 already and shooting up? It's clean. It gets hot fast. Turn your baking stone, your plate setter up that way. You can either then put the stainless steel and then the baking stone on top, or if you've got the expander, it just makes it easier. He says, put it in badly. Pop your convector in there. Grid on top. Baking stone on top of that. Now you've got a nice big air gap. You're not going to burn your pizzas. Simple as.
So Jeanette said she rolls up small balls of tin foil to form again.
Yeah, but if you've got this set up, you don't need to do it. Just Jeanette is using a Kamado Joe. Use your divide and conquer system. Put your deflector down at the bottom, put your baking stone at that level. Simple. Right, watch your back. So we're going to pop this in and let it warm up. And hopefully I'll approve that you can be cooking pizzas on here inside of 30 minutes.
We'll be the judge of that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right. I'm going to wash my hands and we're going to start making some pizzas. So, Sol, let's get you. Have you got an apron? No. Get one of these posh new ones, Helena. They're upstairs in the box. Huh? Right. Oh, I've left the lid off this. That's not good. So. Right. The key to making a pizza is being able to spread it out. I'm not going to roll them today. I brought the rolling pin out, but I'm not going to roll them. I want to do it all by hand because what I want is to get a nice puffy crust around the outside. So what I might do is come back to that lot and try them second.
We've got a question here
Okay.
Oh, hold on. Let me come over because they won't hear you.
from Elo Geese. Any tips on using expander to cook 2 pizzas at once?
Yeah, you can put the expander rack in, the top rack in, and then if you've got the large egg, get the Minimax pizza stone, and then you've got 2 layers. Never tried it, but that's the way it is. Don't communal. Right. To stop your pizza sticking to your board, don't use flour. Flour soaks up moisture really easily. What you want is something that doesn't soak up moisture too easily. So I'm going to use polenta, but you can use semolina. So we're going to put a good amount of that down. Right, you're going to come over, so I'll do one, you can do the next one. Right, so you can get these from Amazon. That's a DeliVita one, that's an Amazon one, that's a Amazon one, but they're little bread scoops. Some of them flex a little bit. Just makes getting in there and getting your dough out of the box. He says, I'm trying to do it backhanded. It's all right for Andy, but
Rude.
she's left-handed. Get your dough out, get it onto your polenta. Let's put the lid back on so they don't dry out. And then what we want to do with this, I'm just going to flip it over. What we want to do is start spreading it out. So just use your fingers. Now, if you'll watch Sol, then we'll get you to do one. What we want to do is just start pushing the middle, but not the edges. You want to keep that puffiness in the edges. Okay? Right. Oh, a little bit. Yeah. So once you've got it to that stage, then you can pick it up and you can start stretching the edges by hand. So just turn it, stretch, turn and stretch, turn and stretch. So I'm trying to keep that air in the edges, but stretch the middle. Can you see it's now a little bit bigger? Sorry, Andy.
It's all right.
So you've got to be gentle with it. Oh, it says, as he puts a hole in it. Didn't see that. The other way you can do it is just flip it over your hand.
I just look at us.
Go on, Sol.
Oh, I'm gonna mess
This is like the generation game, and you won't know what that means.
You could win a cuddly toy for this.
But all I'm doing is flipping it over, and as it flips over this hand, it stretches it. So you can see it's now got a little bit bigger. Let's put a bit.
So someone's asked, do you weigh the dough balls?
Yes, so these are all about 250 grams. So good question. Going to go a little bit bigger. You watching that, Sol?
Yeah.
I'll help you. Right, lovely. Pizza, you can see it's got bubbles in. What I'm going to do is I've got just a passata here. Now, if you wanted, you could put in some oregano, some garlic. I'm just going to put some molten salt into it. and we'll use that as our topping. And this is going to be our first normal pizza. So we're going to keep this one super simple. Now, pizzas, less is more. So don't go mad. You will never, there's probably plenty. You will never cook it if you put too much on it. So less is more. Now we can pull it out. Okay, now a bit of cheese. So you have options. We've got mozzarella, we've got grated mozzarella, and we've got a bit of pecorino. So I'm going to put a little bit of grated mozzarella on. We'll just keep this one super simple. This is your favourite type, isn't it?
Yeah.
Get a bit of basil. And you can put it on afterwards or before. I'm going to go a little bit now. A little bit of basil. Put that to one side. Super simple. So that is one simple pizza. A little bit of pecorino on there. Done. Right, because this is about big green egg, we'll cook the first one on the big green egg. So I need a pizza peel to pick it up. Now, there are various types. This is your standard pizza peel. This is a DeliVita one, but the big green egg do one of these. Great, as long as your pizza isn't already wedged to your board, you can slide it on like that. I think I've showed you this one before. This is the super peel. If you get stuck with your pizzas, this one is epic. Hold that bit, push that.
You
So
paying
this
attention?
hand doesn't move. That hand goes like that.
Oh, we had that ages ago.
Yeah. Right. So we'll do it on this egg. This egg is up at 300 degrees. So this is going to take 4 or 5 minutes. We'll pop it in.
Perfection.
Done. Right, so your turn to make dough. For you, or do you want to do that? Right. So that, by the way, was our standard dough recipe. So standard strong white bread flour, but only with 1 gram of yeast. So this one. Right, just flip it over, get it nice. There you go. Now, do you remember what I did?
Yeah.
Start pushing the middle. Push down, don't push out, just push down. So just tap it down.
No holes.
Yeah, no hole. Oh, it's sticky. If it's sticky, then you can flip it over and it'll get a bit more polenta on it. That's it. I like the polenta, it gives it a bit of crunch. Come on, use your whole fingers like that. That's it, but just keep the edges puffed. It's good.
Well, we'll see. It's early stages.
How's that one doing? That's good. Go on, bit of force.
Don't be afraid of this.
Yeah. Right, now
That's the
pick
worst
it.
you can do, put a hole
Now,
in it.
yeah, if it gets a hole, we've got 10 more. Right, so now
So
pick it
someone
up.
said, do you not drizzle with olive oil?
No. Pick it up.
No.
And,
No.
Yeah,
Rude.
and then we're going to stretch the outside. So just move it around and just pull the outside a little bit, and the middle will stretch itself.
Okay.
Gentle with it. Oh,
Oh, there's a hole. There's a hole.
So hold it with
Hold
more
it wider.
fingers. Hold it with more fingers. Yeah?
I bet you wish we were doing chili con carne or something.
We didn't let him have any practice. He's too good at
Is
everything
that
else.
right?
That's looking good. Now plonk it down. Let's patch up that hole, shall we? So
What
just-
hole?
Not that one, honestly. That's looking good. Do you think you can do the...
Give it a go. You got to give it a go.
You've got to give it a go. So...
Watch out, Nana
There
is
you go.
coming your way.
That's it. And then twist it as you do it. So twist it. That's it. That's awesome.
Look at it.
Can you feel it getting bigger?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's using its own weight to stretch itself.
Stop laughing at me.
That's good. You can plonk it down now. Right, that's looking splendid.
Right, let's have a look. Come on, let's get in there.
I reckon you could put a bit of sauce. So a couple of...
Oh, it's got bubbles in it as well.
It is. It's
That's
looking,
what Nick
it's looking
said.
good. I'm just going to have a quick...
Less is more,
A
so.
lot,
Let,
you're getting a lot of love.
Oh my word, this one's gone mad.
I I did a 5-minute timer.
Yeah, that one's good.
Less is more, mate.
Yeah, I'd go one more. Well, you might know, you might not. That's good. Right, now you can decide what toppings you want. So, Sol, we have ham, we've got all sorts, but I know you like quite
Let's
plain.
start with
What do you like?
Ham and cheese.
Ham. Yeah, so we've got, I'll bring these over. So we've got a bit of Parma ham, we've got a bit of, what's it called? Pepperoni, that's it.
Yeah, you like pepperoni.
Less is more, remember? All those kebabs.
Cheese.
Oh, I've lost it.
Does they all come off?
Yeah. What's going on? Come on, come on.
Oop!
Oh dear.
What are you going with?
Just look away.
Yeah, I'm focusing on
Dirty
Sol.
cooking's all the rage.
Oop, hello.
I'll check that other pizza.
Yeah, I'll do it in a sec. Just recovering most of my filling.
Paul White has just commented and said
Overcooked those. We forgot about them. Paul White's probably laughing his head off.
he's put that he wants the next one made whilst doing a handstand. So if you could do it with your toes this time.
You probably could though, that's the thing, isn't it?
Right, pleased with that?
yes.
Right, good.
Seem to have lost the mushrooms, that's the issue. Oh well, we've got some. Right, are you ready, Simon?
Yeah.
So, let's have a quick look at this. Let's have a look at this one, Andy.
Okay.
So this has got a super puffy.
Oh, wow.
Super puffy. Let's have a little look underneath. I'll just get a peel. Look at that. Crispy bottom.
Why, thank you.
Gonna leave it a bit more. Could do it a little bit more. Right. Yes. We're going big.
Go big or go
We're
home.
gonna go on that one as well. We're gonna try it on the DeliVita. So the way to do it,
To me, to you.
go in quick, come back slow. In quick, back slow. In quick. There you go. Now you can take it over there and put it in there.
Oh, just
It should just slide, yeah, go right in.
just leave it.
No, not on the peel. So lift it up and shake it. In it goes. Right, now this is going to cook super quick. So what we have here is a turning peel.
That's already going, isn't it?
Oh yeah.
Nice.
Have you got that other one off?
No, it just needs a little more. It's perfect.
The time is gone.
Okay. So what we don't want to do.
Oh, smell it.
So now with a wood-fired oven, you need to turn them. So I'm using this to just. Can you see the edge
Oh,
go?
yeah, it's going.
Oh, yeah.
Because it's so much hotter at the back. It's called leoparding when you get that. Just keep twisting and turning. So much quicker on one of these.
Yeah, keep an eye on it. We don't want a Belfast bun episode.
No, we did burn the buns on this oven the other week. Now, if you look at it, can you see the outside is bubbling nicely? We could have rolled that a bit thinner, but the middle, so what we can do is just lift it up to the dome and that'll start to cook the middle. So I need to spin it again. Yeah, we could have gone a bit thinner on this one. That's all right. I'd say that is looking good. Well, there's a lot of edges on that. Let's pop it on a plate. Well, let's pop it on a. I'll tell you what, we'll pop it there. Right. Let's go and find our other one. Let's see how we're doing. Oh, looking splendid.
Oh, you can put basil on it now.
Yeah.
Go grab some
So
basil
we'll get
on
this
it.
one off. Looking splendid there. So can you see the difference in the dough? This one's not got what they call this leoparding when you get these spots.
But this one's much better, of course.
Obviously, your one. Yeah. Right. Let's just wipe down that pizza stone. So I'm just going to brush it off with my. That's just the polenta from the bottom. And then we'll shut it to keep it warm. And we'll get another one ready. Right, let's do one of these white pizzas. So, here, mortar and pestle. What I have here, and I did slightly before, is, can you see in there, Andy, all those cloves of garlic?
Oh.
So in oil, they're just really slowly cooked in oil. So I'm going to get a good chunk of them, like that. And then we're just going to pop a bit of Maldon salt in them. And then we're just going to mush them down.
Which one was yours? This one? Yeah, it's best cooked one.
Oh, is he going for it already?
Yeah, of course. It's best cooked.
Okay.
Right, grab that. And do you want to sit there?
There we go. So now we've got garlic puree. So what I want to do now, I'm going to try one of these other doughs. Now this will be interesting.
Is this the...
So this is done with the keto flour. So same recipe.
Oh my god, yeah.
What's that?
The guard was like half hanging on the pizza. Okay.
It's not on camera, it's fine.
So let's see if we can get this one slightly bigger, slightly less puffy on the outside. So this is the Capito flour. So we want to see if it does that leoparding. If we do it on the pizza oven, we'll do this one in the egg, in fact. But whether the flour burns, it's a different flour. So I want to see what the results are like.
That's so good.
What's the air bubbles in the dough?
Really good. Tastes like Pizza Express.
Tastes like Pizza Express.
Really nice.
Well, I'll take that. At Big Green Egg, we used to try and always get the dough from Pizza Express. Right.
Really tasty.
So this is the Capito. Didn't puff up as much, but we're going to make a white pizza with this one. So let's get some of this garlic.
Going in the sun. Easy job.
Yeah, go where you want. Go and sit over on the bar. So this one, white pizza, going to get some garlic, going to spread it liberally. It's not going to be really punchy because it's been cooked for about 2.5, nearly 3 hours at 120 degrees. So it's just caramelized that garlic. To go with it, we're going to do potatoes. So let's get that out of the way.
So Carlos has made an observation. He said it looks like it shapes easier with that.
Yeah, that was definitely easier to deal with. Could you grab me some rosemary? Please.
Yeah.
Thank you, Sol. Yeah, manners. It's all about the manners. Yeah, you're not coming back. Right. So we're going to get some potato on there. Carbs and carbs. Look at those. I can't believe I lost all those veg. I'm going to get some of those veg that I recovered from my skewers off camera. It's probably plenty, isn't it? Thank you. And then we're going to get a bit of rosemary on the top. And that is a white pizza. Where's my peel? Now the key to a peel, keep it dry. As soon as you get it wet, everything will stick. So make sure it's always clean and dry. And you'll be able to get it on and off fairly easily. How's that one doing? Not bad. That egg over there is nearly up to temperature. Right. So you can see we've got some burn around the edges, but that's because we left it on there. So let's see how we do for that one. Right, one more. A couple more. Well, we've got to do a Quattro Stagioni. So I'm going to get my... Oh, we've used... No, we didn't use that. We used the one below, didn't we? So we'll take one of these. That's a Capito flour. Again, we've got our blender here. think Carlos was right. It did shape easier. It spread out more easily. But let's see what it does on a proper pizza oven. So let's stretch it.
Spin it on your finger, Nick.
I'm not that good, Mama. She wants me to spin it. I can throw it. You ready? Right, can you see that? These are definitely shaping much more easily. Let's get some polenta underneath. Ooh, got air stuck under that one. Right, this is going to be our Quattro Stagioni, which we had last week in Italy. Stunning. We might have gone too big on that. No, we'll be alright. So, take a bit off. So, 4 seasons basically. So, what they tend to put on, a bit of cheese. Now, I've got grated mozzarella. They would use normal mozzarella, but you'll see this goes really stringy. So just to show you, you can use it. We're going to put a piece, one corner, so they tend to do these in quarters. So we've got ham, cured over the winter. We have some artichoke. I'm going to cut those down slightly, don't need them quite that thick. So a little bit of artichoke in this corner. We're going to get some mushrooms. So these aren't cooked, but here you go, just don't go too big, don't overload it. It's always tempting to overload it and then they don't cook properly. And then we'll get a couple of olives. I'm just going to chop them in half. Now you can use green or black, doesn't really matter. We'll get those on. Perfect. Right.
Still eating.
Are we ready? Oop. It's because it's wet at that end. Can you see I've got the oil on, so we'll get this one and this end. Watch your back, Mama.
Sweet.
Right, let's have a look at this one over here.
So, James asked, which flour are you using?
It's their pizzeria flour. So I will link it, because once I link it I get about 3p a packet back from Amazon. But yeah, they're Caputo 00, type 00, so that's how much it's ground. Pizza flour. I bought 10 or 12 boxes, or 10 or 12 packs in one big box. It's crisping up. Let me get the tool so you can see the bottom of this. We're not burning the bottom, we're just crisping it. Okay, and that's because we've got that gap between the pizza stone and the pizza stone and the plate setter. If you had them sitting on each other, we'd have burnt the bottom of that, so it wouldn't be good. Right, so we've got that one. Let's get this white pizza out because it is ready. We've got our Quattro Stagioni over there. We'll do one more. Oh, I know what we haven't done. Garlic bread, Sol's favourite. Right, last one. So let's get a bit more polenta. And then we're going to eat pizza all afternoon. How are we doing? We're running out of time.
It's alright, it's 12:15.
Okay, I'm going to go for that last Caputo. I kind of like it, because we need to do one of those on the pizza oven. Right. So spread it. And then what we don't want to do is, if you roll it, you'll just roll a lot of the bubbles out. You won't get that puffed up edge. So that's why we've balled the pizza, and then we've... Sorry, my nose is starting to run. I'll just give my hands a wash.
Yep.
Yeah, so what you do is you allow the dough to rise, and then you knock it back
Oh, Sol's got it.
Sol stole
Oh,
it.
oh, it's
That's
on
all
there.
right, I can see it. You knock it back and then you ball it into those trays and then allow it to rise again. By doing that, you'll have these nice bubbles in. You can always see it's got lovely bubbles in here. I'm going to make this bigger. What's going on, you two? Like a couple of kids over there. Right, garlic bread. We love this. Little knobs of butter. Just salted butter. Spread it out.
That egg with your veg skewers that don't
Yeah.
have any veg on.
Yeah, that fell off. Yeah.
That's
Should have
going,
done them horizontally.
that's
I'm
going
trying
like
to be smart.
That's going like the clappers.
Yeah, I'll turn it down.
So Lucy said, without the trays, could I just put in a warm place with a tea towel on top?
Yeah, they might dry out a little bit on top. You could put a tea towel, a bit of cling over the top. It will protect them a little bit. But yeah, get your butter, spread it out a bit. Yeah, you don't need to have the trays. It's the first time I've used them, but kind of like them. Garlic. So this is about 4 cloves. We don't need all of that, but just chopped up, chunky garlic going on. And then a little bit of salt. And that is it. Right, I need my pig's peel. I don't think it's in there, isn't it?
It's that one.
Yeah. Right, Andy, we're going to put it in here.
Yeah, I thought you were.
So, going in. And that will rise pretty quick. Let's have a look at this. Check how it's doing. Not bad. A little bit more. That one's going to cook the fastest by a long way.
Oh, that's a good idea. Put rosemary on the garlic bread as well.
Yeah. Now our flames have died down because the logs are gone. If you want instant heat, just put another log on. You can see it's puffing up nicely, the butter's melting. This is one of our faves. Look at that go. Right, let's get
Always
out.
goes well with Prosecco.
Whole family's the same. Look at that bubbling
That
up
goes all
beautifully.
so quick. Look at that.
A pizza oven is going to cook faster than an egg, but you've got to be on top of it. So we're nearly there on that one. Start with it. The other thing you can put on the top of here, a little bit of cheese. Cheesy garlic bread. Just raise it up into the dome. Look at that bad boy.
Wowzers.
Get it over there. Right. Let's have one final look at our Quattro Stagioni. So it's not quite done. I might just move it quickly into the other one. But you get the idea. That egg is nearly up to temperature in 30 minutes. So let's put it on here. Whoop. So, is everyone going to be cooking pizzas tonight?
Well, there's been quite a lot of
Oh, I've got this upside down, that's why I keep... Sorry?
I've been asking about recipes. I said the standard dough recipes up there.
Standard dough's up there. The others are exactly the same quantities. Well, not quite. They're slightly different. Still 500 grams of flour, but 310 millilitres of water. So an extra 10 millilitres and no oil. The standard dough, which we haven't used, has got some oil in it. But these are working perfectly. I'm just going to lift that up.
Oh, look. Perfect. Beautiful.
There we go. So, make a bit of space. and then we'll carry on because we're going to eat pizzas all day. So, hopefully that's given you a few ideas.
You
Come
might
over
want to
here,
go
Sol. Where
round,
we
go
go?
round that way.
There we
so
go.
it's normally.
So what do you think?
Nice.
So we've got a standard Neapolitana pizza. We've got a white pizza with potato, garlic paste, some peppers, some onions. We've got a Quattro Stagioni, I should say, not Stagoni, Stagioni. Get told off. And we've got our garlic bread.
Garlic bread. Great.
Awesome. So thank you, Sol.
Thank you.
Good.
Just wanted to say happy Mother's Day to everyone tomorrow, and thank you, Mum. I love you very much.
Hey!
Good man.
Awesome, dude. So yeah, follow Sol. Sol Scott Athlete on Instagram. Same on, you can find him on Facebook, whatever. Watch out for him. Yeah, you should do something. No. Can you
No,
do
it's his day off.
Yeah, day off.
Day
Yeah,
off.
Day off. But do go and watch his videos. They're stunning. Thank you. We're a little bit behind.
Oh,
On YouTube, can you subscribe to us, click the little bell and like us or whatever it is on YouTube. It will really help. So thank you very much. Hopefully we've inspired you to do a load of pizza. I'll get those pizza dough recipes up. But essentially it's just like my standard. It is 500 grams of flour, 310 millilitres of water, 13 grams of salt, 1 gram of yeast, and then leave it for 24 hours. 16 hours after it will puff up, knock it back, ball it, and then just leave it then to rise again. But I think they all look pretty fabulous.
Yeah.
Let's eat.
yeah.
Thanks, Andy.
All right.
All right, cheers, guys.
Bye.